This is a comedy podcast and should not be used as a primary source of information. We apologize in advance for offending any tiny persons, the undead, the country of France, and all other minority groups. Information provided should not be considered extensive research. Use as directed. This podcast can burn eyes. Follow application directions exactly. Do not use while sleeping. Safety goggles recommended. Do not eat this podcast. Keep out of reach of children. Never use a lit match or open flame near this podcast. May cause drowsiness. Use care when operating heavy machinery. Avoid placing this podcast in your crotch. Can cause urine to turn black. Once used rectally, this podcast should not be used orally. Loss of the ability to perform or enjoy sex and or painful erections that last for more than 4 hours are common while listening to this podcast. Other side effects include uncontrollable laughter, choking, fits of hysteria, diarrhea, anal hemorrhaging, constipation, bloating, sleepwalking, hallucinations, frequent alien abduction, excessive gambling, spontaneous combustion, blind spots, distorted vision, halos around lights, hair loss, unwanted hair growth, aggression, antisocial behavior, impulsivity, irritability, anger, anxiety, screaming, or self-harm.
But seriously, this show is not for anyone who is easily offended by strong language or graphic content. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Do it.
Would you like to define it?
I guess really whatever you're into, whatever your heart desires. Paper mache.
Paper mache. What's that other one? Mod Podge.
Yeah.
Love me some Mod Podging.
Hell yeah, dude.
People are like, is that innuendo?
Right.
Or something? What does that mean?
Nope,
I've never heard of a Mod Podging.
Both worked at craft stores for way too fucking long.
I agree to that statement. We did both, in fact, work at craft stores.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time there, though.
How long did you work at
I
it?
really wasn't there that long. I was there for like a year.
Oh, I was there for like 7 years.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was informative. The people were nice, and wasn't a whole lot of... I'm saying like the people I worked with, not the people, not the customers. I mean, there's a particular type of woman of a certain age.
Yes.
From a certain religious background that go into this particular craft store or these particular craft stores, and they really like their coupons and they really get upset when they don't work.
And they really love all 10 of their cats.
Yeah. I'm cool with the cat ladies. It's more of the uptight,
They're definitely ones. Yeah. Also, I cut fabric, and people are really particular.
Oh, sure.
About
right.
That. I've gotten in like pretty rough verbal confrontations with women because they were not happy with like how I cut it.
There's like
really
one way to cut.
Yeah.
It's just up straight across.
It's pretty ridiculous. But then you're talking about, well, I guess I was talking about cat ladies, and it made me think of this one time. I don't know why I will never forget it, but the phrase was just so fucking hilarious to me. This guy came in and needed to get fabric to like cover like certain pieces of furniture in his house. And he was like, well, so the situation is I have a leaky cat.
Oh, no. I relate with a geriatric cat.
I just love that he called it a leaky cat.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Poor baby.
It was adorable.
Poor baby. And thank you to that guy for not just like throwing the cat out or
he was super duper sweet. Yeah.
A shelter. Like you're manning up on that with that cat.
For sure.
I mean,
I love that cat.
We need more pet parents like that. Pet fathers.
We do.
To step
pet
up.
Fathers.
Pet fathers, step up.
That's right.
Your children need you.
Mm-hmm.
Real fathers, step up. Your children need you.
Yeah. Pay that child support.
Or, spend time with your kids.
Yeah.
That would work too.
Both.
I think. Well, we went somewhere light and dark at the same time.
Yeah.
We were up and we were down. So this episode is starting out great. Episode 16.
Yeah.
This is the last episode before Pensacon week.
Yes.
So, right? Am I getting my calendars right? Is that how time works? Okay, so sure. This is the Pensacon one. Just kidding.
Wait, before it Or...
Oh yeah, the week of that Pensacon comes out. Not the one that we're shooting at Pensacon or doing at Pensacon, but the one that comes out that week leading up to Pensacon.
Okay, gotcha.
You're hearing this on Monday the 18th, February, in the year of our Lord 2019. So yeah,
whatever Lord
you believe in. You're right. So this weekend is Pensacon. We will be there on Saturday the 23rd.
22nd.
Did we put in for the 22nd? Oh God, help us.
We're gonna have to check.
All right, well, we might be there on Friday. We'll find out. I'm sure it won't be too late to switch it. So.
I don't think it will. Maybe it was the 23rd and I just kept saying the 22nd. I'm really bad with numbers.
Same.
And kind of like the concept of time in general.
Same.
Yeah, so, it's probably...
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We're here for all your informational needs, although we just disclaimed that we are bad with numbers, time. Words, thinking.
Yeah.
Staying on track. That's a good one.
So really, if you want to feel better about yourself and more intelligent, then listen to this podcast.
Really. But be prepared to yell at your speaker,
wherever
when
that
we
be. Do something wrong.
Computer, headphones, car, if you listen to us in the car, which if you do, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God.
We can't think of a word or we pronounce something wrong.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be the person to do that, but I've listened to a few episodes of other stuff now and I'm just like, no, it's this. It's fucking this.
That's why I said it, because I'm guilty of it as well. I mean, it's more of a, oh God, it's this. Why, really? Like, I just want to help them.
I know,
now.
I just get irate and throw shit everywhere.
Right? Like, how could you not know that there are words to the Toys R
Us
Us song?
are you? Like,
right?
a robot? Human? I don't know.
Are you even a human being?
Yeah.
God, where have you been? How come you don't know everything about all things that have happened, both past and present? And also future. Know about the future, too.
Know about it all.
Because if you don't know about the future, you're like, God, why even listen to you?
It's a requirement to be a podcast person.
We expect so much out of these people.
Yeah.
These people, aka us. We expect so much out of us. But yeah, thank you for listening. Episode 16.
Oh, and hey, this is
It's All Gone Terribly Wrong, a podcast of absurdities, oddities, and obscenities. Did I do it right?
Sure.
Ow.
Say it again.
Welcome to It's All Gone Terribly Wrong, a podcast of absurdities, oddities, and obscenities. Ayo. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That's us.
Yeah,
Is that what you're going to say? Why are you looking at me so weird?
Nothing. I'm just processing thoughts, man.
What thoughts? They look scary. They look like scary thoughts. I can't justify your face right now.
I can't justify your face right now. It seems like a really good insult in like some kind of situation.
Right?
I need to remember that.
It's one of those like, is that an insult? I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if I should be mad or like complimented. Or, I'm not sure. But yeah. Whatever that was about.
It was good.
Whatever day we're going to be at Pensacon, please look for us. We'll be posting on social media our whereabouts. We're going to hook up with the folks from Movie Night Autopsy and do some fun things there. Interview Dave Bain, a local illustrator / vendor who you should check out his booth.
Super rad. He also makes really good tacos.
Amazing tacos every first and third Wednesday at the Spanish Trail, aka The Office.
Yes.
And eventually, as you probably noticed, because I'm sure everybody showed up on that Thursday that they were supposed to for the open mic at Back Porch with Ed.
Yes.
We did not make it, but we plan to.
We will.
On additional Thursdays.
We will.
So
we're very busy.
Keep a looking for us.
Being podcast celebrities. We've got a lot going on.
We
can't go to every meet and greet, you guys. Come on, give us a little bit of a break.
God, I wish. You know what? In like however many years it takes for this to like really take off.
10.
And people actually, like kind of keep listening after a long time, and we feel solid in our fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on this moment, when we're mocking ourselves for being non-celebrities, non-podcast celebrities. It's just gonna be a really fulfilling moment.
Is it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see what
I'll
happens.
take your word for it.
Flash forward 10 years from now, I'm a nurse and you're a esthetician. I don't know.
Ew, no. I can't touch people.
What would you be in 10 years? What would you be in 10 years?
What would I be in 10 years?
Well, you were
I don't know what I am now.
a police officer.
I'm a police officer?
Or-
Fuck, dude.
Or a criminal.
There's no way in hell.
A crime scene investigator.
Okay, there's no way in hell I would be a police officer. Crime scene investigator, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. It's tough,
Or
man.
maybe I'll just be living off disability.
With 12 kids.
Or I'll just like fucking go crazy and be in a what are they called now?
Rehab.
In a rehab.
Honestly, like they have mental wards, but like honestly, like
Yeah, that's not a
you'll
thing.
end up in a rehab. Quote, air quotes, rehab. What happened to Jordyn? She had to take some time for herself.
She's taking a vacation.
Just reading a lot, doing some meditation, you know, taking lots of long walks, getting some fresh air in California somewhere.
I mean, it really doesn't sound that bad.
Right? Oh my God, no, rehab is amazing. I mean, aside from the withdrawals, not that I know. I've never been to
I'm
rehab.
not
but
saying
it's-
I'm not even going to
what
be
I
addicted
hear.
to drugs. I'm just going to like go off my meds and just be a fucking crazy person.
But okay,
Or just progressively get more crazy. You know, bipolar disorder gets like worse as you get older.
oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
no, I did not know that.
Yep.
Fun for
Yeah.
that. Well, just don't go off your meds ever. Don't
Right.
do it.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Fingers crossed.
Yep. Finger cross emoji. I'm so glad they added that. There were so many times before then that I was like, I really wish they had the finger cross emoji.
I fucking hate emojis.
Why?
Like, why can't you just express your feelings instead?
Because they're cute.
Why can't you say...
Especially the wavy hand emoji. Like that's
I know
my
you like that
favorite.
one. I know.
That's
I
my
get it all the
favorite.
time.
It's
I
so
just-
great.
I read something, someone said something the other day, and they were like comparing emojis to like current like hieroglyphics.
Yeah. That's a huge thing in the graphic
Or,
design
you
world.
know, we could just use words instead
You can.
because that's not going to be a thing soon.
The beauty about hieroglyphics is that it transcends language.
Yeah, but
You could send that emoji out to anybody in this world and they would understand what it means.
okay,
You
I'll
can't
give you
say
that.
the word.
I'll give you that.
You can't send out the word and expect everybody to know
That's
it.
true.
Boom. Boom. You can still hate it.
I don't
It's
know,
fine.
some things still don't translate in picture form.
You're right. Not everything. I mean, if you think about like the Asian cultures, they've got like 100 different words for like the same.
I wasn't
for
even
like a
talking
nuance
about
of a
that.
feeling.
It just like meant certain like gestures and stuff don't translate well
I guess.
across the board.
I guess.
Also,
It's
I
not
don't
a
know.
perfect system.
It's kind of like killing our ability to like,
Communicate.
yeah, or like express ourselves. Like, see, I can't fucking do it because I use emojis all the goddamn time.
I'm not sure that is strictly on
It's
the
killing
emojis
like
to carry that burden.
grammar. Like you look at even fucking memes now. It's like instead of writing you, people write the letter U and the letter R, and they don't know like there and there and two, and
Yeah.
that shit pisses me off so much.
It's more of
Write a full sentence.
it's
It's
more
not
of
that
the
hard.
rise in social media and character restrictions, and then the decline in education in the overall national education system. So I don't think it has much to do with. I mean, emojis are kind of like a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like I don't know. That's a weird medium. But if you want to point fingers, ma'am, you better be looking at social media, character restrictions, and the decline in education in our country.
I'm going to start a social media platform that is for grammar Nazis. And you
I'm sure
have
there
to write an
already-
essay to be part of it. But it's like super elite, and there's going to be some baller ass shit going on. And all the dumbass motherfuckers are not going to be able to join. I'm hating so much right now.
You
I'm sorry.
are.
I don't know. You started a rant. I don't know what happened. Triggers.
Jordyn is triggered. So that's going to be part of our show, our episode summary. Jordyn gets triggered. By emojis. She really hates emojis.
I just can't look at them.
Guess what you're getting after this episode drops?
A special phone that doesn't have emojis on it.
Nothing but emojis. Everybody who knows your number and listens to this episode will be like emojiing the shit
Dude, that's
out of
the
you.
thing. Okay.
Self included.
I don't know if you remember when Facebook had, like, they have all the different, like, emojis that you can do now when you like one. And for a while they had just like a purple flower, and I made a post and I was like, this is so stupid, it doesn't mean anything. And then I got like 50 purple flower responses.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about internet right. Yeah. That's so weird that we have a culture for interacting in person. There's a whole set of rules there, and then you go online and you got a whole different set of rules online. I think that's just, it's weird, you know? There's a dichotomy, because then sometimes there's spillover. There's like a crossover. So you start acting one way, you start using your chat room etiquette, which is loose, in a business or team meeting kind of setting, and you're like, oh, boundaries crossed.
Have you ever said LOL accidentally in
Yes,
real life?
100%.
No.
I do it probably once a month.
Okay, I need people to
catch
comment
myself.
on this episode post or something, and just
Right? Who else has said LOL on accident?
any acronym.
Right? WTF.
Yeah, or like
BTW. I say BTW all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Out loud. To my cats. To anybody.
To your cats.
Yeah. I'll tell buddy. BTW. Just wait right there.
Wait, why are you... You're like having a full conversation with him, and then you're like, oh, by the way, and this happened too.
Oh, wait. No, I meant BRB, not BTW. I'm so stupid.
No, I like the former. Like, you have full-on conversations like about what happened at work, and then you're like, oh my god, BTW, I was talking to my supervisor today and this happened. And Buddy's just like sauntering off, and you're still talking to him.
He does not even care that much. He would just be like, he would get up and walk away as soon as I started like
talking to him. He was like, no,
He'd be like, later, Barb. So Barb is my new name at work.
Oh, Barb. That's so good.
If you're a Barb, God bless you. You have the best name ever.
Right? It doesn't sound... Okay, Barbara
so
doesn't sound anything like Rebecca.
Nope, not
So
at
when
all.
you accidentally get called that, and then in addition to that, your coworker decides to shorten it and just call you Barb from now on.
Sassy Barb from HR.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Yep. Oh, God. Yep. That's a nickname I will proudly
It's so good.
hold. No problems at all. Well.
Whale.
Oh, did you have anything else? What's happening?
So
So confused. You know that look a dog gives you when they're not sure what's happening?
Yeah.
They like tilt their head and give you that look.
that was your
Me right
expression.
now.
Well, you said well, but it sounded like whale.
Well.
And last night, Killin and I were trying out the I fucking hate Alexa. I hate it with a passion. I'm not gonna get on another tangent though. But anyways,
That's for next episode.
yeah, different sleeping noises.
Right.
So first we did like a rain one, and then we were like, well, let's try a whale one. That
Why?
shit is not good to go to sleep
No.
to.
That
That's
doesn't-
literally what it sounded like.
That doesn't sound appealing at all.
It was awful.
No.
But I guess that's like one of the common ones to pick.
I could see it for like resting and relaxation, but not sleeping. Oh, I don't know what whales sound like.
All right, so you guys, if you need to sleep, just take that clip and like copy
Put
it
it in a
and
loop.
play it over. Yeah, put it in a loop. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah. Anyways, we went back to the rain one, and it was actually pretty good. I've never
Yeah.
done that before, like listen to it to sleep.
That's what got me into ASMR. Honestly, that's where I started. It's like the marijuana of
The gateway drug.
of sleep aids, I guess.
No, that one's weird.
Audio sleep aids. So yeah, I started with them, and then
But which ones did you listen to?
I listened to Rainforest. Definitely, that's definitely the best one because it's
Like
it's
people
just
making
hands
rainforest noises with their mouths?
No.
I thought
no.
ASMR.
Okay, you want the jump. Okay, no, this is the jump. So I started with that, and I was like, yeah. So like some of them is like they do have like it's like crackling fire with like pages turning or whatever. So like there are some like that, and then so that gets you into the ASMR, like the sounds.
Oh, I see. So you were
like,
listening to the little sounds, and then you went to ASMR.
Yeah, like, okay, so rainstorms. I wish somebody would be reading me a story right now, and then you find somebody reading a story. That's the ones I like. I didn't like the ones where like
the
people
story
are eating
ones or like brushing their hair.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I like the soft whisper talking for whatever reason.
There's podcasts for that too.
Right? Really?
Yeah.
Like
there's a really shit. It's so funny. I was just
like this through the whole thing.
No, he doesn't whisper.
I would be hella bad at
It's
ASMR.
really popular. I wish I could. I think it's called While You Were
Sleeping.
But that sounds creepy.
That's a movie with Sandra Bullock, and it is creepy because she pretends to be a guy who's unconscious. She pretends to be his wife.
I saw that movie.
Or fiance.
No, but it's so good.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Not creepy at all.
I mean, I'm looking for my Mr. Right, who's passed out on train tracks? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to shout out this podcast, but
the ASMR podcast that sound like this, and they talk a lot, which is great because I like to hear people talking, and sometimes it's just them reading a magazine, which I don't get. I don't get that at all. Why? I don't want to hear what kind of junk mail you got.
put that on a loop too.
If you could even hear it, I'm not even sure. We turned some of the gain down, so you might not have even got any of that. And they have special microphones too, and it's weird because like the ones I've seen, they have ears on them. So like they're like double-sided or whatever, and they have made the microphone, I guess, what is it called, chassis? I don't know what the hell it is called, into like an ear. That's weird.
No, that's really weird.
I don't like that at all. At all. What are you looking up?
I was just trying to figure out what this podcast was because now it is this. Okay, so it's called Sleep With Me.
Noise.
And right. It's the guy's name is Drew Ackerman.
It sounds familiar.
And basically what he does is he just kind of like just off the top of his head for the most part thinks of like stories to talk about, just like makes them up as he goes along. And he's just like, so I was in a field the other day and I saw some sheep and I was like, they'd make really good coats. I like Sherpa, it's really soft. And so I went over to the sheep and started petting them, and then I decided that I need to go buy some clippers to get the wool. And it just like goes on, and he talks like that, and
that sounds
helps
amazing.
People sleep.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm back on the ASMR. I'm back on the wagon. You would have a great ASMR voice. You should definitely do
I
that.
feel like my voice is really annoying.
In a whisper, it's not.
No. Oh, thank you.
I don't find your voice annoying at all. I don't think I would have asked you to be a part, of a podcast with me.
Sometimes I listen to it, I'm like, eh. And then like I was taking videos earlier of Killin's dog, Wyro. This is different. I try not to like, especially fucking children, not to like do that like octave up when you talk to kids.
Hey, little buddy.
Yeah.
I do it.
But I try not to do that with dogs too, but I do it with Wyro sometimes. And earlier he was like trying to catch this rooster that was in the backyard.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, buddy, do you want to get it? Do you want to get the rooster? And then I listened.
it? What if there had been a bloodbath? Feathers everywhere.
Well, there's a fence. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fine. It was cute. But like I watched the video afterwards and it was just like, oh my God, just fucking kill me now. Like it's too high pitched. It's bad all around.
Well, that's not your normal voice. You don't go
Still.
around talking to people like babies or dogs. I don't think.
You know how people usually, like, people have different phone voices, too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was your phone voice?
Well,
pretend like you're bring, ring.
Okay, this is me taking a phone call when I first started a job. ABC Corporation, how can I help you? And then this is me, like, towards the end of my time there. ABC Corporation, how can I help you? Please hold.
I was hoping you would just be like, the latter would just have been, what the fuck do you want?
Actually, it would be like, ring, ring, please hold. Like, not even an introduction, just be like, please hold. I've gotten that before at like pizza places when you're like ordering delivery. Where else? Just a bunch of different places that you might call and they'd be busy. Just immediate, please hold.
Oh, yeah.
It's usually restaurants.
Dude, I gotta pee. Can we pause for a second?
Yeah, we can pee. And then you get to put fun music in. It's my favorite. Or an ad.
Hey, we love featuring local musicians. If you're a band or solo artist, please send us a MP3 file of your favorite original song. Tell us about yourselves and any upcoming show dates we can promote. Send your info to itsallgoneterriblywrong@gmail.com. No apostrophe. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to episode 16. 16. I do have a note that I forgot about and then remembered once I pulled up my notes for the show.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Well, you can just
fine.
double team it. I don't know. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
Myself
That's
right
where
now.
my mind went. Yours was good.
Yours is so much better. You're such a professional at beer crackers.
Oh, thank you. I don't feel like I should take that as a compliment. And again, also, you have like nice fingernails and I don't. Mine are all screwed up because I have anxiety and I just like tear them to bits.
These
are
indestructible. I was sanding with like an electric sander,
right.
and I ran over these bitches so many times, and they are still. This one's a little dull, but the rest of them look amazing. Like, it's just that not as shiny.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
I know.
That's worth the money.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Shit.
When
are you going again? I kind of want to go with you. Can I do that? Is that okay?
Hell no, I hate it. It's a private moment. No, you could totally go. Probably not out until after Valentine's Day. We'll get some nails for
like
March.
A week.
March.
Oh, that'd be nice because then that'll be my birthday month.
Yeah, treat yourself.
I can treat yourself. Some super soft birthday nails to go with my super soft Letterkenny birthday party.
Yep. That I will watch eventually.
We're gonna watch it. Maybe that's what we'll do next week.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to look at some office equipment,
office
and furniture
space
and stuff. And then we'll watch some Letterkenny.
Fuck yeah.
And eat healthy.
Yep.
Probably not. But yes, we're going to try.
Yeah.
So my note was YouTube. I'm so behind on YouTube. I recognize it. I really apologize. I know that we get at least 16 views per episode. Yeah. So to me, that's enough for me to be like, oh shit, guys, I'm letting you down.
Yeah.
I am a full-time worker and a part-time student, plus doing this podcast. So I am struggling in the transition, but I will get there. And also Jordyn is learning
help.
it. So
yeah.
We're gonna catch up, I promise. So if you are currently listening but prefer to listen on YouTube, just hang in there.
We're gonna get it together.
We'll get there.
Yes.
And then if you are listening to this on YouTube after we've done what we said we're gonna do, we're sorry it took so long.
Yeah, and it'll be better from here on out.
We promise we'll do better. Don't stop. Dad, don't stop loving me. Mom. Stop. I don't want to. God. You're so embarrassing.
Speaking of triggers.
That's not what I sounded like. Oops.
Ooh.
I hit my computer. That's not what I sounded like as a child, I don't think. Probably.
No.
Probably.
What was the other thing you said in the other episode? Got what I wanted.
Drew what I wanted.
My
but
bad.
yeah, got what I wanted is also acceptable.
No, got seems a lot more bratty than
it
Drew.
Sure does. It sure does.
Because Drew, like, it's a card game, whereas got, like,
I got what I wanted.
Got you a pony or some shit.
Yep. It's definitely spoiled, girl. No, so the technical phrase is Drew what I wanted, and that's in Go Fish. We played by those rules. So, like, if you ask somebody, like, hey, do you have any twos? And they say Go Fish, and you pick up a card, and it is a two, then you say I drew what I wanted, and you get to ask another one.
Oh,
So it's like you get a double turn.
I don't remember that.
That's
I mean,
just how
I
I was
remember
raised.
playing.
Sorry for that annoying sound. That was my computer.
I remember playing with my grandmother all the time, but
Everybody's got different rules.
things,
Like every game that I have ever played that's like not
it's
electronic.
all everyone's
got their
different
family
shit.
rules.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I've played Uno so many different ways.
Right. It's not like, do
I
you
didn't
know
know
how
you
to
could
play
play
Uno?
that many
It's
ways.
like,
Yeah.
tell me how you play Uno,
Right.
and I'll tell you.
Or
if I
you
know
start
how.
playing and the people act like you don't know what
you
like.
don't know this rule.
Yeah.
You didn't know you could do that. I'm like, nope, because that's not a thing.
No.
Pull the rules out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how we play it. Oh, okay. We can just make that up.
Well,
Okay. I know another game like that's called bullshit.
I love that game. I used to play that game all the time, like when we were drinking.
Yep.
It's just, or the rest of this episode is just going to be Rebecca and I playing bullshit.
What do you mean the rest of this episode? I feel like this whole entire show has been that game.
Just bullshit. It's pretty good considering. Oh, Jesus
We're 30
Christ.
minutes in with several breaks already, and
is
we
gonna be
haven't
a
even
long
gotten to
one.
our topics.
I feel like topics.
Topics.
All right. Well,
No,
on
feel
that
free
note,
to be liberal on those edits.
I will.
On this one. There's probably some garbage in there we can take out. Who went first last time? I can't remember.
I did.
Okay.
So,
I don't mind.
Rebecca,
Yes.
tell me a story.
Okay. I will
Tell me a story.
I will tell you many stories.
Please.
I'm going to tell you really many stories. So,
Excellent.
all right.
All right.
Well, we all know about O.J. Simpson.
Whoa, you just jumped in there.
If I Did It book. We all know
Yes.
about that book and how he possibly, but was found not guilty, killed his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson. But there are other celebrities who have killed someone and were officially convicted.
Oh my God, I love this so much already.
Celebrity killers.
Yes.
Or celebrities who kill. I couldn't decide on what I wanted to call it. So let's take a look. The first one I have is Laura Bush. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Laura Bush, married to GW.
Yeah.
So before that, in 1963,
You
she
really hit the ground running. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do it.
We are wasting no time in the last half of this this episode. So in 1963, she ran a stop sign when she was 17 and killed the other driver of the driver of the other vehicle, and that person happened to be her friend and her classmate.
What?
Right. Talk about guilt. Yeah. But she did okay. She pulled herself together and she did okay.
Yeah.
Becoming the wife of the president. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. It's fine. That's a common theme throughout here because they are influential. Because a lot of these did happen. Some of them happened before they were celebrities. Some of them happened when they weren't celebrities. But, I mean, that's the same thing. Some of them happened before they were celebrities. Some of them happened after celebrity. And generally, if they were already a part of like an organization or a family.
Oh, yeah.
The prominent family.
Yeah.
All these people ended up being okay.
Right.
So far.
Like Caitlyn Jenner. Sorry.
She's on here.
Is she really?
Yeah. I put her on here.
Okay.
I think I ended with her. But okay, so the next one I have is William S. Burroughs. You might know him because he wrote popular books like Naked Lunch and Junkie.
Yeah.
So he also shot and killed his common wall.
Common wall. The wall that he shared with his neighbor in the apartment complex.
God, my word association.
Fuck that wall.
Oh, shit. His common law wife, Joan Vollmer. I'm sure that's how she says her name.
Sure.
Said. I sounded. Oh, you're right. Touche. So this is so weird. He claimed that the two were playing William Tell while they were drunk.
I don't know what William Tell is.
Where he shot the apple off the person's head. Yeah, that's William Tell.
What?
So they were playing William Tell while they were drunk, and he was trying to shoot a shot glass off of her, or just a glass off of her head, and he missed. So that was his excuse.
What?
Oh yeah, we were playing a game. She's totally into it.
Did you read Naked Lunch?
No.
No, I've heard. I'm very familiar with it, but I've never actually read it.
Yeah, I mean, so like his friends are Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac. So,
Did you see that in the Google?
Yeah. No, I mean, I was actually reading
In
it
the
there.
Googles?
In the Googles. I hadn't got to that part.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This guy.
I'm sorry. I totally took you on a
It's fine.
tangent.
That's what we're here for.
So he was playing William Tell.
And shot his common law wife. Although this source said common law wife, and Wikipedia just straight up call her wife. I mean, I guess if you die by the hands of him, you have the right to be called full wife. She is number one wife. I don't know. Okay, so the next one I have is Don King. I don't know why I said his name like that.
Whoa. Sorry.
I mean, I didn't know this.
Can I backtrack just super fast?
Mr. Burroughs.
That wife she was only 28.
So she was young.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on as you were.
Don King.
Don
King, before he was possibly the most famous boxing promoter, he allegedly, part of a gambling ring in Ohio, had... Oh, wait. Nope.
What?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Suck at writing my notes. I missed a word. Totally missed a word. He was allegedly part of a gambling ring in Ohio and later had connections to the mob through John Gotti. So those are his connections.
Okay.
So, but back when he was part of the gambling ring, he killed two guys. So, two guys. So the first was a guy named Brown. Something Brown. I don't know why.
His first name was Brown?
No, his last name was Brown. I wrote Hillary, but that doesn't sound right. I think it auto-corrected, so.
It was Barb.
Fucking autocorrect. King shot Brown in the back while he was trying to run, and because he was robbing one of the gambling houses that King ran. And that was in 1954. The next was in 1967 when King stomped to death an employee of his, named Sam Garrett, who owed him $600. Over $600. He stomped this man to death. Him to death.
And then $600 was more, but still.
In 1967, but not stomping.
Not significant enough.
That's like 1,000 then, or maybe 2,000. I don't know inflation.
Still not worth it.
No, it's definitely not $1 million because that's stomping
also,
to death
if
money.
you kill the person, then they're never going to be able to.
How are you going to get that $600 back? Yeah. So that was crazy. I had no idea. Venus Williams. Did you know that she killed someone?
What? No.
Yeah. The tennis star was in a car accident. There's a lot of car accidents on here. In 2017 while driving in Palm Beach Garden, Florida. She flew through an intersection, supposedly, per eyewitnesses, and she was T-boned by a car, but she was fine, and the other car, the driver was okay, but the passenger was killed, and he died 2 weeks after that accident in the ICU. What? So the driver was his wife, and the passenger was the driver was a wife, and the passenger was the husband.
Oh my God!
And the husband was injured, went to ICU, and died after 2 weeks. So
jeez.
Yup. So the next one I have is Robert Blake. So Robert Blake.
Go ahead.
Do you want to know who he is? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the name.
So Robert Blake is an actor, and he starred in films like In Cold Blood, and he also did the U.S. television series Beretta. Okay. So he is this guy. That's him in court.
It's like 90s?
Oh no, he's from like
80s.
Beretta was like...
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm asking too many questions.
So many questions. I can't handle it.
So I'm just really excited you did this because I'm like totally about this shit.
So his first film was in 1939, and he was
active I was way off.
all the way through. He was very active, goddamn, through 1993. And Beretta was from 75 to 78. I wanted to say 70s, but I was like, could it have been the
70s too? Because 70s for everything,
right? Because the 70s were freaking crazy.
Insane. Yeah,
y'all had lost your goddamn mind. You know.
Yeah.
You know, All right, so that guy, Robert Blake.
Yes.
So his wife was mysteriously shot dead outside of a restaurant where they had been having dinner, and he said it couldn't have been him to shoot her because he was in the restaurant getting his gun that he left on the table.
Okay, I heard of this one
That's
before.
weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's WTF.
Yeah.
Out loud. Just the initials. Not
Oh,
initials.
damn it. I didn't even catch that.
Just those initials.
Son of a bitch.
So he was found not guilty in the criminal case, but he was found liable in the civil suit. How does that happen? How can you be guilty but not guilty? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know how it works, but I mean, obviously, like, a bunch of people have a bunch of hands in it too. And
Oh, sure.
So,
he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he got
money.
out, but then if it's a civil case too, then it's kind of different people. You're just not as fucked, which is the same thing that happened in
O.J. Simpson.
What? Yeah, and the movie, the Three Billboards movie. Have you
Say what?
3 Billboards in something, Missouri? I should know this. Have you not? Are you not? Okay, we have to watch this.
No clue.
We
What
need to
you're
make a
saying.
list and start doing movie nights again.
night.
But anyways, it was based off of murder that happened in Texas, and it was like fucking obvious that the estranged husband, murdered his wife in Ebbing, Missouri. That was the movie. There's 3 Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri, but it actually happened in Texas. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting again.
Nah.
He never got convicted, but they took him to civil court, and they were like, yeah, this motherfucker killed his wife. So he got fined. But that was it. Like, it's fucking crazy. I feel like if you're
found guilty in either
one court,
you should be able to appeal and like
if that's the case, yeah, then they should be like, okay, now we're taking you back to
right, and now we are entering
the
that
big
as
boys.
evidence.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
I
Anyways.
agree, but I don't know how law school works. Or not law school, law anything. I don't know how the law works. I shot the law
And the
law.
law
Wait,
won.
no, fought the law.
I fought the law.
Yeah, whatever. I shot the sheriff and I fought the
I
law.
shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
Who sings that?
Who sings it?
I think it's Eric Clapton.
Yeah?
Please, I'm pretty sure it's Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Google it while I tell you about
Yeah, do it.
Matthew Broderick.
What?
Yeah. In 1987, the star of Ferris Bueller and then girlfriend Jennifer Grey of Dirty Dancing fame, they were driving in Ireland when he veered into the other lane, supposedly by accident or mistakenly because he forgot where he was, like what country he was in, and like went into the wrong lane, was driving in the wrong lane. Mm-hmm. Well, he ended up crashing head on with another car and killing the 28-year-old woman and her 63-year-old mother. He wasn't drunk. He was charged with careless driving, and he paid a $175 fine. So I get it. Yeah, oops, but I mean, 2 lives for $175. This is after Ferris Bueller. So, like, he's got money, and you've just killed 2 people. You think you owe them a little more than $175? You know what? I take it all back. That was just the fine that he did. Who knows what he actually paid to them on, as grievance money.
Yeah, that's true.
So I take it back.
That's
However, a $175 fine is kind of ridiculous, even in the 80s. So, did you find it, Eric Clapton?
It is Eric Clapton.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
Woo woo. I'm so proud of myself right now. All right. Brandy.
Oh, yeah?
Moesha. And of Brandy singing fame. Singing fame? No, whatever. Anyway, the artist formerly known as Brandy. She also failed to brake in time and ended up hitting the car in front of her.
What is all these people?
They cannot drive. Once you get famous, you
just lose your
freaking
ability
know
to drive.
how to drive.
That's why a bunch of them, they have their license taken away.
I think it's because they drive these fancy cars and they don't know how to drive them. Like
they're all driving stick and they just don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No clue, right? Or they're too powerful or whatever.
Actually, yeah,
that's my thing.
Yeah.
When I first got my car, not that it's anything special, but like it was more powerful than the shit I had before, and I was like, I don't know how to use this, and I'm so terrified. But now I'm going 100. like a 100 on the way home here.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll be here the same time you will. And then you text me
I'm home.
like 10 minutes earlier than I thought you were going to be here.
I was like, I'm
Jesus
totally
Christ.
already home. I
she
have
have to
changed
poop
into my
really bad?
jammies, fed the cat. No. And Thomas, he texted me. He's like,
Hey, Barb.
he said, stop speeding, blarb. Stop speeding, Barb.
Rebecca's losing it.
It's gonna take me a second.
She's like moving back and forth and like flailing her arms around. It's good. It's good.
If only we had video going right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not 100% for video, but I feel like this moment it would be really good.
oh shit. It's for the moments like these. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So she did take, we're going back to Brandy, by the way. She did take full responsibility for the accident, but she wasn't ever charged with any crime. I didn't get a whole lot of information of like what happened other than she just didn't brake in time, whether she was texting or on the phone or whatever, have you.
When was this?
You know what? I didn't write that down.
Oh, it's fine. Just figured Brandy, was there texting then? I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. So if you decide to look it up, message us about whether or not what year it was and if cell phones existed then. Mm-hmm. So the next one is
if cell phones existed.
Right? Well,
She's doing a pager thing.
Right. How do you page somebody without a phone? No, they had car phones like way into the 80s. So
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever she was doing. I don't believe she was drunk because she was never charged with a crime. So good for her.
That doesn't mean anything.
It kind of does.
Are you a Brandy fan?
I mean, I do like Brandy. I watch
what's
Moesha
the
every day
song?
after school, and That Boy Is Mine. The one that she did, the duet.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
You have a good voice. I wish I did.
Really, that was garbage.
Dude,
but...
it's not.
Okay.
You can actually do like singing voices. When I sing, I don't do my singing voice. I just do like dumb.
Well, singing is a muscle. Like you're using muscles, so it doesn't. I mean, I didn't always sound like this. You know, you have to like. It's just like anything else. You
I
exercise
didn't
it.
always sound like this, but now I sound amazing.
Really didn't. I took voice acting lessons and
Yeah,
workshops
that's right, you
and stuff
did,
like
yeah.
that. Singing lessons. I did singing lessons. So I mean, it wasn't like
I clearly haven't done any of that. That's why I sound like I'm high all the time.
and tap dancing. No, I'm just kidding. I never did tap dancing. I do want to do
Oh,
tap
my God.
dancing though. I really do.
That should be our thing after we do the self-defense classes.
Krav Maga.
We need to do
Did
that.
we? Are we announcing that? Did I already announce that? I think I did.
I think we did.
That's coming on. That's coming
When
along.
did we schedule that? March?
Well,
or was
yes.
it April?
I think we put it.
We'll tell people.
It was the month before CrimeCon, so that's
Yeah.
June,
So April
April.
or May.
Oh my God!
We'll
Why do
figure
we
it
not
out.
know our months?
Yeah, we're terrible people.
May, June, May. It's May.
Okay.
Officially May.
It'll be a Patreon thing too, though.
Yeah, we're gonna
stuff
have
for that.
video footage of us doing Krav Maga, ladies self-defense. So it's a mixture. It's ladies self-defense with a Krav Maga
That's awesome.
or-
I'm so stoked.
not influence. Yeah, influence.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
A twist. What a twist.
Twist and shout.
So, Brandy.
Oh, and we're gonna have video from Pensacon, by the way. That's
Yeah.
gonna be on Patreon. So this would be a good time to sign up for Patreon.
Sign up, you assholes.
You get a sticker, like right off the bat, and then after 2 months, you'll get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're saying, yeah. And our undying love.
Yeah, of course.
And if you really want it, I will mail you like some pieces of my hair.
Oh, gross. But okay.
Yeah.
You can make a Jordyn hair doll.
Ew.
Yay! And then you can eat it in a pie, and then she's inside of you.
Call back.
All right, cool. So the next one I have is Keith Moon, and
Any relation to Troy Moon?
no, he's not, but I did appreciate that when I saw it. He's the drummer from The Who.
Okay, I knew that name sounds familiar.
So he ran over his good friend / bodyguard on accident in 1970
I remember this one.
outside of a pub in England.
Yep.
while he was fleeing from, some people say it was skinheads, some people just say it was
Yeah.
patrons that were harassing him.
Yeah.
He was trying to drive away real quickly, and he didn't see his friend in the road. So he was charged with his friend's death for driving driving without a license or insurance.
Yep.
And driving under the influence.
Yep.
But the death was eventually ruled an accident.
I remember that. Well, I don't remember that, but I
Like,
I know about it.
yeah, like how can
He was fucked up, dude. He was on so many goddamn drugs.
I feel like,
and then they left him because they couldn't handle his shit anymore. Like the band kept doing awesome because that was like in the early phase, I think, and they were like, "Yeah, motherfucker,
1970.
you're getting all kinds of fucked up," and
I'm pretty
can't handle
sure
that.
I read that he was like devastated by that death until his, like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Haunted him forever.
Yeah.
So that's truly tragic.
Yeah, that is.
This next guy is a true asshole.
Okay.
Like a true motherfucker. Like how unbelievable. Anyway, okay, so it's Ted Kennedy. Unfortunately, he's a Kennedy. So in 1969...
I was waiting.
Do you know this one?
I don't know if it's the same one that I was thinking of, but I was waiting for Kennedy.
You might. Because, okay, so in 1969, the future Senator Kennedy was driving allegedly drunk in
Chappaquiddick.
Yes.
Chappaquiddick.
Yeah, road.
They made a movie about it.
Damn it! I was going to get to that.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm all over your shit tonight. I'm sorry. I'm really excited.
Well, I'm glad you know some of these. That's cool. So say the word again.
Chappaquiddick
Rhode Island. Oh, Chappaquiddick in Rhode Island.
Yes.
And he drove his car, for those of you who don't know the story, he drove his car off of a bridge, and he managed to save himself, but the passenger was 28-year-old Mary Jo Kopenek. Say it however you feel like it. Anyway, so she was a campaign strategist who had worked for him. He left her in the vehicle, and she never resurfaced. Then he fled the scene, but then turned himself in the next day.
I'm so happy you covered this one.
He was sentenced with fleeing the scene, but only given 2 months suspended jail sentence. Jeez. So basically time served, which was none. So that 2 months it's taken us to file and get you to court, that was your sentence.
Yeah.
So there is a movie, like Jordyn said. It's I think it's on Netflix at this point. In this movie, there's Ed Helms is in it. So, but he doesn't play Ted Kennedy. Thank God. Mm-hmm. I would never look at him the same. And I preface that this guy is a true motherfucker. I'm clearly not equipped to make decisions like that or judgments like that. I'm just saying, based on this story, like, yeah, I don't like the guy. But I'm sure he's done great things in his career, in his life to compensate. I'm sure he's sorry, whatever. But that moment, that act, what a motherfucker. You know, like, how could you not even attempt to go back and save her?
Yeah,
like, absolutely. Not even just pretend to just swim around and be like, oh, let me try and find you, or call for help.
Do something.
Find someone who can save her. You don't just leave and then the next day. How did you sleep that night?
That's a really good point. He probably didn't. He was probably doing blow all night.
Oh, God. Maybe.
Something, dude. He had to be. Mm-hmm. Or he was just freaking out and just trying to figure out. He was calling all of his conspiracy theory. He was calling all the people.
Yeah, all the Skull and Bones people.
Yeah.
Like trying to call in those favors.
Yeah.
Probably. And they were like, you know what? The best thing to do for your political career is to face it. So go. You're a Kennedy, goddammit. You go turn yourself in. Probably how that went. I speculate. So the last one I do have is Caitlyn Jenner, as we mentioned before. So for those of you who don't know the story, this former Olympic champion / former man and reality TV star was involved in a fatal car accident in 2015, which when I heard this originally, I thought it was way earlier than 2015. I thought it was back when he was Bruce Jenner.
Oh no, because it happened
during the height of his fame. As a Olympic champion.
So it happened. I feel like it was pretty shortly after he got his
transitioned.
Yeah, transitioned.
Yeah. Well, apparently that is the facts. I just was I was under a false impression. So anywhoozle, 2015. So eyewitnesses say that Jenner rear-ended a car, which sent it flying into oncoming traffic. The car was then struck by a Hummer, and the driver of the it was a white vehicle, was killed, but Jenner was totes fine.
That's awful. Totes fine.
Yeah, that's what I wrote. She did pass a field sobriety test, and she wasn't speeding, but she did initially say that she was running from the paparazzi, but no eyewitnesses and the police didn't even, no eyewitnesses agreed to that statement. And then the police also... Good job. And then the police also were like, "No, we don't believe that." So, but then she later said, "My heartfelt and deepest sympathies go out to the family and loved ones, to all of those who were involved or injured in this terrible accident.
I hope her fucking money went out to them too.
It is a devastating tragedy, and I cannot pretend to imagine what this family is going through at this time. I am praying for them, and I will continue to cooperate in every possible way." So, and there's there's so many more that this is also going to be another recurring
That
series.
makes me so happy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
so
fucking
many people murdered
devastating,
by celebrities.
but I'm glad. I don't know. I think it's important to bring that shit up.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna change anything now, but it's still good for people to know that
Choose your role models wisely.
Choose your role models wisely, and it shouldn't
Also,
happen like that. People should not be able to get away with things like that.
Well, that, and it's kind of there's multiple lessons to be learned here. So, one, you could look at it this way: you can fuck up and still be successful, because some of these did happen before they were successful, or you can fuck up and not. Your life isn't over.
Yeah.
So you can move forward.
Do something better with it then, because I feel like none of those people. They weren't reaching out to different charities. They weren't speaking publicly about
I don't know that for a fact.
I haven't heard about any of those people doing that. But
I could see Matthew Broderick doing that.
Yeah.
I could see Brandy doing that.
If
we Google,
fair enough.
I have not researched any of their activism activities or what have you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know.
Can I add one to yours?
Yeah.
You're
I was just looking at the time. We're up.
Should we do a double one?
Oh, see how much you can cut out.
Oh, fuck. All right, let me do this really quick. I don't have a bunch of information on it offhand, but have you heard about the one with Robert Wagner?
No.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
He was in A Kiss Before Dying, Pink Panther, Harper, The Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was married to
Natalie Wood.
Yes, Natalie Wood.
Rebel Without a Cause. That's right. Yeah. Yes, that's right.
She passed away when she was, I don't know, she was 43. I mean, that's still young as shit.
Yeah.
So she was on a yacht with Robert Wagner, who was her husband at the time, and Christopher Walken was there.
Oh, shut up. Really?
Yeah. They were all on the yacht together, and she died. Supposedly she drowned, but it was never fully confirmed.
Right.
And Christopher Walken to this day won't talk about it. But it was just the three of them, and supposedly she got really drunk, and her husband Robert did. And they were fighting a shit ton or whatever.
Heart to Heart. That's the series he was in.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He claimed that they were both really drunk and they got in a fight. And then she was like, I'm going to go get some fresh air on a boat. And then I guess he fell asleep or whatever. And she just never came back. And yeah. I love Christopher Walken so much. And I'm
you
just
think he did it?
No, I don't. But I think
he knows.
I feel like he knows something, and he's just carried that with him through his whole life.
Yeah.
Or even if he doesn't know something, just the fact that he was there, I mean, that's just as bad. That you were there and you don't know what happened. That's devastating in itself.
Yeah.
Especially because then you're well, maybe I could have done something.
Right. That's enough to cripple somebody for life,
Yeah.
It happens all the time. If you don't have a strong support group.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the end of part 1. Thanks for listening, and
Until next time,
It's all gone terribly wrong.
I'm Rebecca Carlson.
Jordyn, stop. We did that so
And
weird.
we're sorry. Especially because that was
So weird.
super awkward.
It was so chopped
But I
up.
loved it. I don't want
Yeah.
to redo it. It was good.